Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 broken weapons in Fortnite of all time. Now fortunately for any Fortnite fan out there, Epic Games are usually quite good at identifying what is overpowered, broken or simply out of balance, and then fixing that issue or removing it from the game altogether. So what defines a weapon or item as broken? Well, typically it's something that players find fun to use and therefore it becomes popular. It's something that typically gets you a lot of kills, but it's also quite frankly just something that is straight up broken. And just like you can probably tell by the title of this video, we are today going to be looking at the top 10. Before we do go ahead and start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment down below letting us know that you subscribed. If you do this, you will automatically enter this month's shoutout giveaway, where we shout out one lucky person who subscribes and comments saying that they subscribed. The winner will be drawn at the end of each month. But yeah, that's definitely enough intro for you guys. Let's actually get into the video. So at number 10, we have something that a lot of you most likely did not expect. And that is the common assault rifle. So back in the early days of Fortnite, it wasn't the way that it is now. Nowadays, as you probably know, it deals 30 damage per shot. But it actually used to deal 32. Combine that with the fact that assault rifles used to have a headshot multiplier of 2.5. So if you're like me and can do quick maths, that basically tells you that 2.5 times 32 is 80. Which means that one single headshot from the common assault rifle back in the day used to deal 80 damage. That is basically as much as a hunting rifle does now. So now, the white assault rifle does 60 damage per headshot, which in my opinion is a lot more balanced. Also, if you think about it, the green assault rifle back in the day used to deal 33 damage per shot, meaning quick maths, it dealt 83 damage. The blue AR used to deal 35, meaning quick maths, 88 damage in a single headshot from an assault rifle. It's as much as a SCAR will do now. So you may already understand now that a lot of what Fortnite weapons were once broken happened pretty much mostly in its early days. Alright, moving on to number 9, we have the RPG. So the RPG hasn't actually changed a whole lot throughout Fortnite, at least not when it comes to the statistics, but the spawn rates on these things were definitely reduced by pretty much half. And also, people have got a lot better at building these days. So the RPG is not as effective as it used to be, but it definitely still is a very good weapon. Alright, moving down to number 8, the Boogie Bomb. Did you know that the Boogie Bomb actually used to last for 10 seconds, which really is double of what it lasts now? Nowadays, I would say it actually requires a lot more skill to use, simply because you have to be a lot more precise with how you use it. The fact is also that the boogie bombs used to be less rare as well, so it was a lot more common to encounter more of them in a shorter period of time. So number 7 on the list. This is something that exists in Fortnite today, even though Fortnite is actually quite balanced. It's probably the most overpowered thing in the game currently though. I am of course talking about the grenade launcher. Think of it yourself. You're playing Fortnite and you get to pick between two items, the RPG and the grenade launcher. I think it's pretty obvious that at least most of us would go for the grenade launcher. Consider that an RPG can deal about 100 damage, but a grenade launcher can send not 100, not 200, not 300, not 400, okay, you get the point. It can literally send out 600 damage worth of damage. Words. Do I think it needs patching? But I do think that it is definitely the most overpowered thing in Fortnite today. For number 6, we have the double pump shotgun. While I'm sure it was super fun to use, I'm really glad they actually took it out of the game. I'm a bit of a shotgun hater myself, and the double pump may have been a bit of an exception though, as you could prove to have that extra amount of skill if you could actually perform the weapon swap faster than what it would take to actually pump the shotgun back, so you could swap and shoot really fast. Also think about that the double pump was pretty much something you were almost always guaranteed to find at the start of a match. However, I think it really took for Epic to remove it before people actually started to realize how broken it actually was. On number 5 we have the guided missiles. I think a lot of people can agree with me here about that guided missiles were a part of Fortnite, but they were not really Fortnite, if you get what I'm saying. Sure, it brought some hilarious and funny moments when people started freaking riding on top of them, but they could also just straight up save your life if you had a friend that knew what they were doing. So for number 4, we are jumping back towards the start of this list. Remember the assault rifle damages with the crazy headshot multipliers? Well, if you take the best one in the game at the time, as in the golden scar, well,
quick math,
you have 98 damage in a single headshot. And in case you didn't know, 98 is only 2 away from 100. Meaning, in a single shot, you could almost eliminate a player at full health. I don't think I need to say much more. Alright, number 3 then. A lot of people know about this one for sure. I'm of course talking about the Sapotron. There is barely any gameplay at all of this weapon, but I think it's pretty safe to say that it was just stupidly OP. Moving on to number 2, we have Ant-Man's best friend, Thanos. Not Thanos alone though, but of course with the Infinity Gauntlet. Why is Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet considered broken though? Is it maybe the fact that he can shoot laser beams, maybe that a single melee shot does 80 damage, or is it that he has 1000 overall health with 300 automatically regenerating every time he gets a kill? Meh, I don't see why that could be broken. So finally we have reached the number 1 spot on the list. So let's see, who would win? Any overpowered thing previously mentioned in this video, or one riding boy? That's right, the most broken thing in Fortnite is the pencil and blueprint. I know that's kinda lame, but if you think about it, you can counter pretty much anything with building, and that is just the law of Fortnite. Of course, opinions may differ a lot on which are the most overpowered weapons and items in Fortnite of all time, but that is why we have a comment section. So please do let us know your opinion on the most broken Fortnite weapons of all time in the comments below. Until the next video though, make sure you have pressed the subscribe button and I will see you soon.